Here we are. I'm going to show you how to make your own wheat paste for clay plaster additives or for a primer. Wheat paste can be a really cool ingredient to use in your plaster projects. So what I got here is 8 cups of boiling water. What I'm going to do in this little bowl is I'm going to whisk 1 cup of flour, of really high gluten flour, to 2 cups cold water. Okay? You can do this slower so that you don't get clumps. That's a huge thing. You don't want clumps. But you're gonna just stir this and stir it and stir it and stir it until it's clump free. Okay, we're at a good spot. It's clump free. It smells like pasta water. And now I'm gonna slowly add it to my boiling water, and I'm gonna stir it the whole time I pour it in here. So I poured it slowly, and the whole time I poured it in there, I was whisking. So it was a steady, soft stream into my whisk, and I kept stirring. And now, that cold water sort of slowed down my boil, and now I'm gonna do this constant stir. I'm just gonna stir and stir and stir and stir and stir until it gets back up to a boil. And then it should get really, really thick. You'll see. Now I want you to notice the consistency. It's off the heat now, and it's pretty liquidy, right? This is 10 cups water to 1 cup flour right now. And so this is gonna, once it cools, it'll thicken up a little bit more. And just a really good adhesive, a really good additive. So we'll see what it turns into here in a minute. And at this stage of the game, now that, you know, it's not on the heat, it's not so important that you are constantly whisking it, because now it's in the cooling phase. You obviously don't want to put this in your plaster with it hot, so you've got to cool it off. So now you can see it sort of sticking to the side of the pot. I mean, you literally created your own glue here, and the less water you use, the thicker it'll be. And so, yeah, let's get this off the stove, cool it down. So now I've poured it out of the pot and into the little bucket that I'm going to use to transfer my wheat paste. See, you can really tell by when you're going to wash your pot, like just how sticky and gluey that is. See that's a 10-to-1. You see how it's just like this gooey glue. I mean, and that's what you're creating. You're creating your own adhesive here, and it's really empowering to do this versus adding some product you have to open up. So it takes a little effort to clean this pot after you make wheat paste. So don't use your favorite pots. Just an added note, you definitely want to clean all of your pots in the whisk when it's still warm, because if that dries up, it's just going to be glue, and you're going to have the special sponge to clean it. So I like to do it right away, clean it up. And now the wheat paste is cooling down, and we'll be able to add that to our clay plaster mixture when we're ready. I like to store this in a fridge once it cools down. And I like to use it pretty quickly. So within 24 hours, I want to use this stuff. Some people, everyone's saying like 48 hours, 3 days. Some people use it within a week. I mean, I don't know if there's a hard, fast number. It's like when that thing spoils, you can smell it. So you're going to have to be with your flour to understand how long it can sit. A good rule of thumb is just, use it when you make it. So 24 hours, use the thing. If you're not going to use it within 24 hours, put it in the fridge. And then, use your judgment. Use your senses. That's what's so beautiful about this.